General Hospital spoilers tease that Kirsten Storms, the talented actress who has portrayed Maxie Jones on General Hospital for nearly 2 decades, has made a surprising decision that has shocked both the cast and the fans. After months of facing pressures from both work and personal life, Kirsten has decided that she needs a new level of control over her career and health. She informed the producers that she wants to significantly reduce her on-screen appearances, a request that has sparked concern about the future of Maxie's character on the show. This new story of control stems from the struggles Kirsten has been facing recently. She has shared with close friends that the pressure from the grueling shooting schedule, along with the constant negative comments about her appearance and health on social media, has created an increasingly toxic work environment. These comments have especially focused on changes in her appearance over recent years, with many people speculating baselessly about potential health issues. Kirsten, who previously had to take a break from acting due to serious health issues, including brain surgery in 2021, realized that she needed to adjust her actions before things became too late. An insider close to the actress revealed that this decision was not impulsive but the result of months of reflection and consultations with medical professionals. Kirsten has noticed that the demanding schedule of a daytime soap opera, with 12 to 14-hour shooting days and learning dozens of pages of scripts every day, has gradually impacted her physical and mental health. Additionally, as a single mother to her daughter Harper, Kirsten feels like she's missing out on too many precious moments in her daughter's growth. However, this decision is making things more difficult for the storyline of Maxie in General Hospital. The writers had planned a major storyline for her character in the next season, with several important plot points revolving around Maxie's relationship with Austin and the development of her daughter Louise. They also had plans to involve Maxie in a new plotline regarding Deception, the cosmetics company she runs with Brooke Lynn, aiming to expand the business internationally. Now, they are forced to rewrite the entire storyline, find ways to explain Maxie's absence, and possibly shift many important plot elements to other characters. The producers are facing a huge challenge, as Maxie is not only a central character but also has connections to several key families in Port Charles, including the Scorpio and Jones families. She is also an integral part of many current storylines, and abruptly removing her character could create significant gaps in the overall narrative. An emergency meeting was held between the writers, directors, and producers to find the best solution to this situation. This has placed Maxie's future on General Hospital in real jeopardy. Or even a darker script, where Maxie could have a tragic accident. Each option has its pros and cons, and the final decision will depend on how much time Kirsten needs to focus on herself and whether she can return to the full schedule in the future. The option of temporarily writing Maxie out of Port Charles seems to be the most favored solution at this time. The writers are considering a storyline where Maxie is invited to participate in a special deception project in Paris or Milan, requiring her to be abroad for several months. This would allow the character to remain part of the GH world through video calls and messages, while explaining her physical absence on screen. However, this raises the question of who will take care of Louise during Maxie's absence and how to maintain the character's relevance in the ongoing major storylines. The idea of temporarily replacing Kirsten with another actress is also being considered, though this could result in a negative reaction from fans. Maxie is a complex character with a rich history, and Kirsten has portrayed her for so long that it's hard to imagine another actress capturing all of the character's nuances. However, this is not the first time GH has faced such a situation, and in the past, they have successfully found suitable replacements for key roles. The final and darkest option, to have Maxie suffer a serious accident or illness, seems to be the least favored but is still kept as a backup. This could include putting the character into a coma or requiring treatment at a facility far from Port Charles, which would explain her absence without completely removing her character. However, this could create an unnecessary somber tone and potentially affect the overall mood of the show. Kirsten's fans have expressed support for her decision, emphasizing that her health and happiness should be a top priority. Many have shared encouraging messages on social media, reminding her that they will continue to support her no matter what her decision is. They have also started an online campaign with the hashtag #WeStandWithKirsten, urging people to respect her privacy and stop speculating about her health and appearance. However, fans can't hide their concerns about Maxie's future, a character that has been an inseparable part of General Hospital for nearly 2 decades. Maxie has gone through numerous ups and downs. From losing her first husband in an explosion, to giving birth in a cabin during a snowstorm, to her recent struggles to protect her daughter from Peter. Each challenge has helped shape Maxie into a complex and multidimensional character that the audience has developed a deep emotional connection with. As the producers continue to work on finding the best solution, the big question remains, will Maxie Jones continue to be a part of the Port Charles world? Or is this the beginning of the end for one of the most beloved characters in the show's history? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Kirsten's decision has created a complex situation not only for the producers but for the entire General Hospital fan community. While waiting for an official announcement from ABC and the General Hospital production team, fans can only hope that, whatever the final result is, it will honor both Maxie Jones' legacy and Kirsten Storms' personal needs. And perhaps, in an ideal world, Kirsten will find the balance she's seeking and be able to return to the role that defined her career when she feels ready. Kirsten Storms made a shocking decision when she announced she would be leaving General Hospital after nearly 2 decades portraying Maxie Jones. This decision came after months of reflection and reassessing life priorities, surprising both the cast and fans, although there were signs that Kirsten had been considering this move for a long time. One of the news stories emerging surrounds Kirsten adjusting her career plans. According to sources close to her, the actress not only wants to leave GH to take a break but is also preparing for a major career shift. She has expressed a desire to take on new challenges, more diverse roles, and possibly even transition to working behind the scenes as a director or producer. The most shocking rumor spreading within daytime television circles is that Kirsten Storms might join the revival of All My Children. If this information is confirmed, it would be one of the biggest shifts in soap opera history. All My Children, one of the most famous daytime soap operas, was cancelled in 2011 but is rumored to be revived as a new series on a streaming platform, featuring both old and new cast members. Kirsten joining AMC would cause a huge stir in the daytime TV fan community. With her talent and fame, she could take on a significant role in this new project. Possibly a completely new character or even a revamped version of an old one. This would not only provide new opportunities for Kirsten but could also attract her GH fans to the new AMC project. This adjustment also raises many questions about the future of both shows. For General Hospital, losing a key character like Maxie Jones would create a large gap in the storyline. The writers will have to decide whether they will cast a replacement for Maxie or give her character a fitting ending and focus on developing other characters. For the AMC revival project, securing a star like Kirsten Storms would be a major victory. This would not only bring media attention but could also attract investment and support from producers and networks. Furthermore, Kirsten's extensive experience in daytime soaps could be invaluable for a project that is in the relaunch phase. Kirsten's fans are feeling mixed emotions about this news. On one hand, they are sad that they won't see her as Maxie, a character many have followed and loved through the years. On the other hand, they are excited that she is opening a new chapter in her career and may still be seen on screen, albeit in a different role. While awaiting official confirmation from Kirsten and the relevant producers, fans are flooding online forums and social media with speculation and hope. One thing is certain. Whatever direction Kirsten decides to go, she will continue to receive enthusiastic support from the loyal fans who have followed her career over the years. As the daytime TV industry continues to evolve and adapt to the modern era, changes like Kirsten Storms' decision will become increasingly common. This not only opens up new opportunities for actors but also creates exciting possibilities for fans to see their favorite stories and characters evolve in new and unexpected ways. The news that Bradford Anderson, who plays Damien Spinelli, has also decided to leave General Hospital created a second shockwave in the fan community. This decision, coming right after Kirsten Storms' departure, has thrown the show's storyline into unprecedented chaos. The new story about the uncertain future of Maxie and Spinelli is really putting the writers in a difficult position. These two characters are not only beloved individuals but also share a complex and deep history together, including having a child. The fact that they are both leaving at the same time raises big questions about how their storyline will be handled and how it will affect other characters in Port Charles. A new obsession is emerging among fans about whether Maxie and Spinelli will leave Port Charles together. Many fans are hoping the writers will give this couple a happy ending, possibly by having them reunite and start a new life together somewhere else with their daughter. This would not only satisfy fans but also provide a meaningful conclusion to the journey of these two characters. The new connections Maxie is developing with other characters in the show are also taking unexpected directions. With both Maxie and Spinelli leaving, their relationships with characters like Sam, Jason, Carly, and others will need significant adjustments. This could lead to big changes in the dynamics between the remaining characters and open up opportunities for new storylines. The producers are facing a significant challenge in scripting the departure of both Maxie and Spinelli. They not only need to find a way to explain the absence of these characters logically but also ensure that their departure will open up new directions for the show. They may use this event as an opportunity to introduce new characters or further develop existing supporting characters. The new madness in the storyline could include Maxie and Spinelli facing a common threat that forces them to leave Port Charles to protect themselves and their daughter. This could lead to a thrilling escape and hideout plot, with distant support from their friends in Port Charles. Meanwhile, fans are flooded with emotions. Many are shocked and saddened by this news, while others are trying to look at the situation more positively. Online forums and social media are filled with lively discussions on how the show might handle the departure of these two important characters. As General Hospital prepares for a new era without Maxie and Spinelli, the big question remains: will the show overcome this double shock and continue to develop? Or will this be a sign of bigger changes to come for this long-running soap opera? Maxie is really facing one of the biggest shocks of her life as the news of Kirsten Storms and Bradford Anderson leaving General Hospital spreads. This event not only impacts the character's future but also sends shockwaves through the entire narrative structure of the show. One of the new adjustments that the writers are urgently making is a complete overhaul of the main storylines. Maxie, as a central character connecting many families and different stories in Port Charles, was slated to be involved in several major plotlines in the coming year. Now, all of these plans must be rewritten, with other characters being pushed to the forefront to fill the void Maxie will leave behind. This new change is increasingly having a profound impact on the entire structure of General Hospital. The producers are facing an unprecedented challenge. How do you explain the departure of a character who has been part of the show for nearly 2 decades without disrupting the continuity of the storyline? How can they ensure that Maxie's absence does not negatively affect the development of other characters, especially those with close relationships with her, like Brooke Lynn, Lulu, and Dante? As things become increasingly chaotic, one of the new adjustments being discussed is how to approach Maxie's character. Instead of simply having her leave town for work or personal reasons, the writers are considering a bolder scenario, having Maxie experience a major life event that changes everything for her, such as an accident leading to amnesia, a meeting with a mysterious past, or even a plot that forces her to fake her death and live under a new identity. A major storyline is being developed around Maxie and Spinelli's departure, possibly involving a dangerous plot threatening not only them but also their daughter, forcing them to leave Port Charles and start a new life under witness protection. This would not only provide a plausible explanation for their absence but also create the potential for a return in the future if the actors choose to come back to the show. The new shockwaves are spreading through the fan community as they begin to realize that Maxie and Spinelli's departure could be a sign of even bigger changes ahead for General Hospital. There are rumors that this could be part of a larger restructuring plan, with many other actors potentially leaving in the near future. This is creating an atmosphere of anxiety and uncertainty not only among the fans but also within the production team. A new obsession is emerging among fans about whether General Hospital can survive and thrive after the departure of iconic characters like Maxie and Spinelli. Many are comparing this situation to other tough times in the show's history when other main actors left, but the show continued to be successful. However, the simultaneous departure of two such important characters is an unprecedented challenge. While the producers and writers continue to work on adjusting the storyline and preparing for the future of General Hospital without Maxie and Spinelli, fans are waiting with mixed emotions. They are saddened by the departure of beloved characters but are also curious about the new direction the show will take. One thing is certain, General Hospital is entering a new era. And only time will tell whether these changes will lead to new developments or mark the decline of one of the longest-running and most beloved soap operas. Maxie is inadvertently becoming the new target in the sights of Marco and Sidwell, two dangerous characters who are quietly expanding their influence in Port Charles. This situation stems from seemingly harmless interactions between Maxie and Lucas, when she unknowingly gets caught in the web of danger that Lucas is investigating. Their intimate conversations at the hospital and coffee dates at Kelly's have attracted unwanted attention from Marco and Sidwell, who are watching every move of Lucas. The interactions between Maxie and Lucas are turning things crazy as Maxie, with her curious nature and sharp observational skills, begins to notice unusual behavior from Lucas. She caught him looking at strange medical records, making secret phone calls, and even following Marco at the hospital. Instead of keeping a safe distance, Maxie decides to investigate herself, using her position at deception to access information others cannot. The new trouble escalates as Maxie uncovers a suspicious link between Deception, the cosmetics company she runs with Brooke Lynn, and a mysterious pharmaceutical company tied to Sidwell. It seems Sidwell is using Deception as a front to launder money and may even be testing unapproved ingredients in their cosmetic products. This discovery not only puts Maxie in danger but also threatens the company and the reputation she has worked hard to build. The situation takes a new turn when Maxie decides to share her findings with Lucas, unaware that every move they make is being watched by Marco. A secret meeting between Maxie and Lucas at Port Charles Harbor is recorded, and now both of them have become targets to be eliminated in Marco and Sidwell's plan. This marks a pivotal moment in the storyline, as Maxie, once a character often involved in romantic and family stories, is now caught up in a dangerous conspiracy involving organized crime and illegal medical testing. The new shock comes when Maxie discovers that one of her closest business partners at Deception may be working for Sidwell. This person had access to all the product formulas, financial information, and even Maxie's personal schedule. This explains why Marco and Sidwell always knew exactly where Maxie was and what she was doing. This revelation leaves Maxie unsure of who she can trust, even those closest to her. As the situation becomes increasingly dangerous, Maxie is forced to seek help from unexpected sources. She secretly contacts Spinelli, whose computer skills can help her infiltrate Sidwell's system and gather evidence. She also reaches out to Jason, who can provide the necessary protection for her and her daughter. These new alliances not only help Maxie deal with the current threat but also open up new possibilities for her character's development. As Marco and Sidwell continue to tighten the noose, Maxie faces a difficult decision. Should she continue to investigate and face the danger, or should she protect herself and her daughter by leaving Port Charles? This decision will not only shape Maxie's future but could also affect many other characters in Port Charles, especially those close to her like Brooke Lynn, Spinelli, and Lucas. As this storyline continues to unfold, fans are eagerly waiting to see if Maxie, a character known for her humor and occasional impulsiveness, can overcome the greatest challenge of her life. And whether she can find the strength and courage to not only protect herself but also help uncover one of the most dangerous conspiracies to ever threaten Port Charles.